really bothers me that we've never been able to even talk about nuclear energy. I've been a fan of nuclear energy forever. It's the cleanest, it's the safest form of energy man has ever done. It's 100% reliable. It is base load power. It works in France. So why we can't do it here? And, the coal plants, the nuclear power plants, any kind of plant to create energy for people was just a no-go zone. But all of a sudden, Silicon Valley says, do you know how much energy we need for the AI plants? And all of a sudden, you don't hear anything from the left. Oh, they're fine. We got to do this. All the people that have been preaching this to us now that Silicon Valley needs that power, now it's okay. We have to do it. And I know it comes from the left and the right on this, but at least the right is consistent. We've never had a problem with these things. When do we break ground on some of these power plants, like nuclear energy, and when can we turn them on, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there have been so many announcements that have been made since President Trump was sworn in January of these massive, not just multi-billion or tens of billions, in some case, hundreds of billions of dollars that companies are investing. They want to, many of them want to have data centers powering their own site. Some are talking small with nuclear. You have states and others talking about going big with nuclear. Here's the message from the Trump EPA. We want to get this stuff approved, and we want to get approved as quickly as possible. We have the power to gum up the works. We also have the power to get things fast-tracked. We can help with permitting. We can help with cooperative federalism. We want to work with states and local governments. We can assist with siting, including on top of Superfund sites and brownfield sites. There's so many ways that the EPA can help. You've had these announcements that have been made into the trillions of dollars of all these companies that want to make the investment. We're here to help. President Trump, during during his transition, was at the New York Stock Exchange ringing the opening bell. And he said, when Lee, this is before I was confirmed, this is before he was sworn back in, he said, when Lee Zeldin's the administrator of EPA, he will approve all requests for new nuclear sites within 1 week. And so we start getting these media requests in right away. I was with the president for the whole day. The first request comes in, very serious questions, wanting to know how we're going to approve new nuclear sites in 1 week. And the president, he was like volunteering there as as communications director for a minute.
This year, celebrate Christmas that's all about family and freedom and American values. Give a gift from American Giant, clothing made in America with American cotton and American workers.
I started American Giant, over 10 years ago now, because I'd just gotten fed up with what I was seeing in the clothing industry in particular. It had become an industry that was making really cheap stuff. And I thought that was really bad for the things that we care about. I thought it was really bad for the people and places that make things. And there's something really magical when you connect with the people that are making your clothes and the places that are making your clothes, and you meet the farmers and you meet the knitters and you meet the people that are sewing the products. It makes you a real steward of that product. And I think as a consumer, there's a dimension to that matters.
This year, give a gift of American quality, a gift that will last. American Giant makes the best hoodie you'll ever own, and so much more, including these cool and comfortable bomber jackets. Go to american-giant.com/Glenn. Use my name and get 20% off your first purchase. Buy American this Christmas at american-giant.com/Glenn.
He says, remind them that I was kidding around when I said 1 week, and tell them you'll get it done in 2 weeks. The point is, we are going to move as fast as humanly possible. And then the other piece that's helping to get this stuff done as quickly as we can is that President Trump created a National Energy Dominance Council. It's chaired by Doug Burgum, Secretary of Interior. Vice Chair is Chris Wright, the Secretary of Energy. You have Howard Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce, multiple agencies working together. And instead of each of us being siloed off, we're all working together, our agencies working together at once to make the process as efficient as we can, so that someone who wants to invest and they're seeking a permit, they don't get 15 months down the road and then they're getting denied for something. They're like, hey, why don't you give us a heads up 15 months ago that we were going this way? But we need to go one step further. As far as permitting reform goes in this country, the one big beautiful bill was passed and signed into law. Congress might be thinking about what's next. I'll give you 3 principles that would be great to guide a permitting reform bill. Permits should take less time, cost less money, and have more certainty. And if you're checking those 3 boxes, that will only further ramp up the amount of investment, the pace, and the amount of new projects that will get built across this country. But no matter what, we're here to help to get done as fast as we can at EPA.
So do you have an idea of when the shovel will go in for a new power plant?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's going on all across the country with different projects at different timelines over the course of months and years ahead. There's going to be a whole lot of groundbreaking and ribbon cutting with power plants coming online, with small projects that will be done to power a particular site, a particular company. They might have extra power that they're able to put into a grid, but you have companies all across the entire country breaking ground. In some cases, we're talking about months. In other cases, we're talking about years. But this isn't something that is a conversation for post-Trump presidency. This is something that we're going to be able to celebrate progress on throughout the Trump presidency.
Lee, you have set 4 new priorities for the EPA, and they are energy dominance. I think we covered that. Permitting, streamlining all permitting. We've just covered that. AI energy. We did that. The last one is auto jobs restoration. What does it mean to restore auto jobs, and how is that the purview of the EPA?
I'm so happy that you asked. So when we were confirmed shortly thereafter, we sent 3 Biden EPA waivers to Congress for review that were given to the state of California, that California used for the state level electric vehicle mandate and other tailpipe emissions that a whole bunch of other states had then signed on to. So California's state level tailpipe emissions weren't just California. A whole bunch of other states signed on, so now you have 2 different standards throughout the country. Congress reviewed it, and they passed the Congressional Review Act on all 3 of the waivers to get rid of the waivers, which President Trump signed. So those waivers are gone, which means that California's proposal policy for that electric vehicle mandate and the other tailpipe emissions are gone. You and I were talking about the endangerment finding a little earlier. The proposal wasn't just about a reconsideration of the 2009 endangerment finding. The proposal also includes a rescission of all of the greenhouse gas regulations that followed regarding light, medium, and heavy-duty vehicles. Earlier on, we were talking about reversing the diesel exhaust fluid system deratement. So we made that announcement in Iowa about a week and a half ago. Earlier on, I was talking about changing what is the off-cycle credit that car manufacturers were using to put that annoying start-stop feature in cars. Well, the endangerment finding reconsideration includes getting rid of that start-stop feature in those vehicles. So there's a lot that EPA does in the space of auto manufacturing with jobs, lower-cost vehicles, diesel engines for heavy-duty vehicles, trucks, pickups, tractors for our farmers. We want to get all of these equipment, all this equipment, all these vehicles operating better, more efficiently, more cost-effective.